time, people were distracted and not knowing that that actual empire was collapsing right before them. It says, and when the morning is light, they practice it because this is the power of their hand. So it's in the power of these elites' hand, and that power is given from the Most High. All right. Isaac blessed his son Esau, and Esau's blessing was to rule for a period of time. So it happens that we are in that time frame of Esau's period, but this is the end of it. This is the end of Esau's world. It says, and they covered fields, and that's what the woman was talking about. They wanted land. Not only did they want land, they wanted certain particular lands. Land of what? Where you could grow things. This is why here in the United States of America, Bill Gates owned a great amount of farmland. Why is a billionaire tech personnel is concerned about farmland? Then he turns around after he get all these farms, still the same mother effort. Then he wants to control the food that people will be eating, and always stressing about starvation and famine and so forth, because these people are bringing in all these things. So they want the farmland. They want to control natural resources. While everybody out there is chasing paper or chasing some failed dream, they taking what's really costly in this world. Okay, it says, and they take them by violence. This is how they got this, the world that it is. They took it by violence. Even as I'm speaking, Donald J. Trump has sent the CIA, which is not a surprise, down to Venezuela to kill off the president of Venezuela. All right, so they blatantly going out their way to do what? To execute and kill off people that on lands that they desire. All right, which is completely against every well, who's responsible for breaking the international law? First of all, they the ones that do it. When I mean they, I'm not talking about just America. I'm talking about East or Edom. Just the same way they'll go around telling other nations you can't have a nuclear bomb. But who's the only nation that actually did that? Drop a nuke on an atomic bomb on another. It's already after the fact that the nation already gave up. But this is the place, this is the land of all morale. All right? And it says, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So farmland is now becoming a hot commodity. He who controls these particular lands is king. While everybody else is out there chasing and don't know what they have, what they have, this man is playing a dirty game. All right, these people have been playing a dirty game, and you people out there, you fools, thought it was for your best interest. Psalms 34:21. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. So evil, bad time, is the same thing that they bringing in, is going to slay them. All right, it's going to slay them. It's going to destroy them. See, two could play that game. Two can play that game. You want to go out there and play a game of genocide, which is true. That's what they do it. All right, because they have an agenda. They have a time, and they believe in their heart that their time is now because they're feeling the pressure from above. There's a saying in that occulted world: pressure from above, pressure from below. So they, in their mindset, they'll have you believe that the pressure is coming from them, which it is coming from them because they're the great oppressors. All right. So they bring in the pressure. They crushing the people. In return, they use other people to crush other people, the poor to crush other poor people. But the real pressure comes from the heavens, all right? The Most High Himself. He's the one that's bringing that pressure to these people, making them do stupid things. Might add, it sounds like a brilliant plan. Oh, but there's so much holes in their plan, and they're not bright as they think they are. This is how the Lord is going to get these devils. But we read Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Who dwells in the heavens? The angels. All right. For a long period of time, the angels had to sit back and watch and observe a people that's ruining the Lord's paradise. Earth is the Lord's paradise. Though what we call the earth is the Lord's paradise. The world, all right, is a beautiful world. And that's why the scripture says, I'm just going to quote it. It says, the Lord said that the earth is his footstool. He said, and it was Isaiah 60:10, I believe, around that time, he says he's going to beautify the earth again. So the earth is the Lord's, is a beautiful place. But because of the powers that be, they're ruining it. So the angels is going to rectify that. Okay? Once they get the green light to do that. So they patiently been waiting. So they can't wait. So the happy period is when all the prophecies are fulfilled. And this what happens. It says, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. So the entire population, world population, man, that's what it says in earth. Never really looked at earth. Geo is arable, land, the ground, the earth as standing place, the mainland as opposed to sea or water, the earth as a whole. Because this pressure, like she stated, is not just, I believe she said it was Iceland that was talking about, is all over the world. So there's a certain pressure that's coming from a group of individuals that needs to be seen. All right. That pressure that nobody knows who's who and what's what. They literally destroying this earth. All right. So it is the whole planet Earth and of the sea, which is talking about the sea of people. But the sea as well is being destroyed. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath. So they have us believe that Satan and his angels was casted out, like it says earlier, and he's coming down making war with mankind. That's what they'll have you believe, but not understanding that Satan in the world is a particular group of people who's bringing in pain and suffering on a grand scale to everybody. And it is a people. It is a people. All right. It says he's going to come down having great wrath because he knows that he have but a short time. So time is running short for these people. This is how they're responding to everything. Time is short, and they could feel it. See, everybody feels something. They could feel a power dynamic change. Everybody feels that, but they can't put their finger to it. These devils knows exactly what they're doing and why they're doing the things that they're doing. All right. This is why the 2030 agenda is so significant. And here it is. You had the power all these years, all these hundreds of years. You had this power over the masses of the people, and you haven't made what? Not even. You didn't go all out like how you doing now. What change? Because they're getting pressure from above. All right. The Lord is telling them from the heavens, you better hurry this up. Here's a proof. Job 14:5, it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Seeing whose days? The wicked is determined. In other words, he has a bound that he cannot pass. All right. And it says, and that has appointed his bounds that he can. Oh, so I just I just quoted a bound that he cannot pass. So he can't pass a certain level. All right. Job 5:12. It says he disappointed the devices of the crafty. And we're talking about devices. We're talking about the plotting, the planning, real estate, smart cities, chipping people, all this stuff. It says, but the Lord said he's going to disappoint him. So this